Hello, today we have Nikki Wolfe with us. Nikki Wolfe McKenzie, actually. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
I don't think
Have to get
Nikki
used to
Wolfe's
that.
going away.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. And Nikki, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and the brokerage you're with? And
Sure. So I'm Nikki Wolfe. I'm with eXp Realty. Everyone's like, what is eXp? I've never heard of them. They're an international brokerage. What I love about them is that you can work in different states simultaneously and you're all under the same cap, which is great. All the paperwork's the same, and we're an agent-owned brokerage. So
you guys have great training.
yeah, so much training. And I love how collaborative they are,
Yeah.
which is I get to learn from agents all over, which I love to do.
Yeah, awesome. And you also do training too, don't you?
I do, yes. So one thing that eXp focuses on is that they're agents that are icon agents. And to be an icon agent, you have to reach a certain level of production, which is not easy by any means necessary. But they're then required to teach other agents. So it's nice because you get to learn from these different agents that are top producers.
Top producers. Yeah, you have access to them. That's great because you don't get that with every brokerage. I mean, you get other brokerages, you have access to certain people, but they might not be top producing people for the most part. And your top producing people are encouraged to train.
Yes. So you never get the attitude of, I'm too busy. I'm too busy to talk to you, which, obviously if they're a top producing agent, they are very busy.
Yep.
But what I've learned is they're very structured and systematic. So they're very busy is much different than somebody else that doesn't have systems and structured very busy.
Yeah.
They actually have a lot more time to allocate to other agents.
Yeah, sounds like, if they have systems and processes in place, then they can scale a lot easier.
Absolutely.
And delegate and where to put their time.
Yep.
So
Where it's most effective.
what have you learned by joining them mostly? What's the biggest takeaway that you've gotten?
I would say the power of connecting and really leaning into being open-minded about growing your business.
Yeah.
So not just, a numbers game of growing your business, but
Yeah.
scaling it systematically.
Yeah.
So
Your infrastructure. I've
Yes.
seen a
Yes.
huge. So Nikki and I have been working together for a long time, and I've seen your growth. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
No.
But now you know. I have seen your growth in terms of the way you tackle business. It's different. It's changed. And it's a good thing. So, you're not so linear thinking one deal to the next deal. You're actually looking at infrastructure, training, coaching, the whole package. And that's the biggest growth that I've seen from you in the last, couple of years or so.
thank you.
Yeah.
I think at least for me, it helps even out the ups and downs of real estate. So, when you're new into it, and I even saw this on a call this morning with my team where, a deal falls apart. They're like, oh, so defeated. I'm like, do not get defeated. One more is coming down. What are we doing to get the next one rolling?
Yeah.
Because as soon as one falls apart, one comes together. But if you sit there and dwell on it, then it's just going to prolong that process.
Right. I think your approach to real estate, you look at it more through the lens of as a business.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Well, not everybody does. Is my point.
This is true.
So,
This is true.
from what I've seen, some agents they'll look at it as a transactional, one deal at a time, where you're looking at it as like a business building
Relationship.
relationship.
Yep. So I've always focused on, I say my business is a relationship-based business versus a transaction-based business.
Yeah.
Because if you build those relationships, those transactions will follow.
Yeah.
And they're the transactions that you want. They're people that like, know, and trust you already before even knowing you because you've worked with somebody that they like, know, and trust. Versus some random lead that you just pick up that doesn't know you from Adam and is getting calls from 5 other agents that you have to really put a lot of time and effort into to prove they should work with you versus Sam over here or Joe that's less.
Yeah. No, that's actually the most encouraging thing that I've seen about your growth in the last couple of years. This is the first time I'm telling you this, but I see it. I know you're putting in the work, and it's definitely paying off. So yeah, that's great. Awesome. So tell us some of the other things that you're doing. I know that you were president of Women's Council, and you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So I was president of Women's Council Slato for 2 years. I've been on their board for the last 5, and honestly, I would say that really helped catapult my leadership.
Yeah.
It put me in a position where I got to learn different board positions, meet a lot of people throughout the state and nationwide, and really allowed me to work past my fear of public speaking per se, and hone in and feel comfortable with, teaching other people and feeling confident about explaining to them, how I got to where I am. How can I help them? I love helping people. I am grateful for the people that answered my questions when I had them. I always tell people there's no stupid question. There's never enough questions. Now, if you're asking the same question over and over again, that's a problem. But that's how I learn. So, Women's Council is great for that. Unlimited resources.
So many different perspectives too.
Yes. And it's opened up my eyes to be on other boards and be a part of the community in other aspects other than just real estate. Modern Agent Blueprint's another one, which is a mastermind that myself and my partner Nicole do every other Tuesday for agents or anybody in the industry, where we usually it's us talking about different subjects and teaching, different lead gen, marketing tactics, stuff like that, or having a speaker come in and talk about it too.
That's great. And that's free, right?
Yep, it's free.
Free. Yeah.
I can tell you, before I was even involved with Modern Agent Blueprint, I never missed one of their sessions because there's so much value in it.
Right.
And it was really motivating afterwards. And it's at the beginning of the week. So you get off that call and you're so motivated, like, all right, I'm going to do this, like for the rest of the week. That I think, for it being free, it's a really useful tool. I keep telling Nicole, I was like, we should probably charge for this.
Should. It's great. It's great info, but I'm sure you're adding a tremendous amount of value out there, which is going to come back to you. Being an agent's not easy. What are some of the things that keep you motivated and, kind of help you push through the tough times?
I would say surrounding myself with like-minded agents. So who you choose to associate with and hang out with directly impacts not just your mood, obviously, but your success. So if you're hanging out with people that are Debbie Downers all the time, that's going to play a part in your business. But if you are hanging out, I always was told you don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
Do I want to be the dumbest person in the room? No, not at all. However, surrounding yourself around all of these people that are smarter than you and doing more than you, it's motivating. You're like, I got to get my shit together, and it makes you want to do better.
I always laugh because it's a common saying, you don't want to be the smartest person in the room, and I always laugh because I say, that's easy for me to do.
Yeah. You got to find a new room.
But that's awesome. Has there been anybody that you pull strength from, in the business?
Yeah, actually, yes. There's so many people within that EXP organization. I don't mean to keep going back to that, and even there's Real Broker too. There's a lot of people that moved from EXP to Real Broker, but they're out in Arizona, Florida, California, and I've always been attracted to like that West Coast vibe. You know, it's
I
just
could see you as a West Coaster.
I love being
Yeah.
out in the West Coast. So just how they operate, they're very social.
Yep.
They're building connections. They're having events. So one girl, when I'm part of this coaching program, her main lead pillar is community events.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. Hosting community events is where she gets the majority of her business.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's not many people around here that do that.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, I'm like, that's interesting. I mean, I host a event a year. How could I change that and do more and maybe add that in as a lead pillar?
Right.
But just, pulling from these people that are having great success and doing things different
Yeah.
is really intriguing to me.
Yeah, and it's probably kind of hard if you're at a different brokerage, if you don't have those resources to get that perspective from other people outside your market.
Oh, for sure, because they're very selective with their time.
Right.
Understandably so.
Yeah,
But
which I think is valuable. I mean, that's kind of what I've done with my situation, where is expose myself to other people outside my market, so that way I can see what's working in those markets. I can learn from people that are actually succeeding in doing that in other markets, and then it gives you a first mover advantage in an area that they're not doing that.
Yep.
So
And I'm sure they can learn stuff from you too, because everybody
Yeah.
operates their business differently.
yeah, everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a little bit more personal. What kind of food do you like?
I love carbs.
Who doesn't?
I love carbs. I love Italian food. I love a good steak,
Okay.
pizza.
Yeah.
I'm good with like some poco piatti,
Yeah.
Mediterranean. Anything crazy like Thai food, that's not for me. No, I'm not that adventurous. Sushi, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
I don't really do a lot of
You
fish.
like your California rolls?
That I'll have, yeah.
And I guess I'm trying to think. I had a brain blank for a second there.
I like to vacation a lot.
Yes. Where's
Take me to the beach.
You do vacation a lot. What's your favorite place?
My favorite place that I've been to would be Turks and Caicos.
Really? I'm
that-
surprised. That surprises me.
That was an outstanding vacation.
It's beautiful there, right?
Yes.
But from my researches, there's really not much to do nightlife wise.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
Right. There's just like one strip. So the water there is absolutely incredible. It is like,
Yeah.
it's not even blue. It's like turquoise. It is just,
That's my bucket list.
it is unreal. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like it. But yeah, they have a casino and a Ritz-Carlton.
Right.
But
It's pretty chill for the most part.
yes. But there's different, so we did like a boat tour where they took us to different islands.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
So we stayed busy during the day. So we didn't really, we were relaxing at night.
You actually planted a seed in my head. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah. So they had a thing where you get your picture taken from a canoe
Clear.
with a drone from a top down shot. And I'm a photographer. I'm like, oh, I can move to Turks and Caicos and do
It's
that.
cool.
Yeah, you said they had a line of people that wanted
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that.
Yeah. And they just cranked them out. I think it was like a 15-minute shoot or something.
You may see each other down the road in Turks and Caicos.
Right. I'll help you with your marketing.
yeah, that's right. I could see myself doing that. Wouldn't be too hard. I got a
No.
drone. Yeah. Awesome. So, what advice would you give someone younger getting into the business?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say get a mentor first and foremost. And do your research on your mentor. What stands out about them to you? Is it because there's a lot of agents out there that operate their businesses totally differently. There's some that will buy, $20,000 worth of Zillow leads a month, and they're just cranking that out. That was never me. So if that's something that's appealing to you, then that might be a good mentor for you. I am not one that's going to door knock or cold call. I won't do it. I find other ways to lead gen that works for me.
Yeah.
So
It's different times nowadays.
It is.
It's a digital world. Knocking and doors and cold calling, sure, I'm sure they work, but are there better ways?
Well, or ways that are more comfortable for each person. You know, this may shock you, but I don't like talking on the phone. Like
That's shocking, actually.
I prefer to text because
Yeah.
then I have it all in writing.
Yeah.
And if I forget or need to reference back to something, I
Yep.
can go back and look.
Yep, same. Same.
Where some agents want to talk to you on phone all the time. They're ones that are really great at cold calling.
Yep.
Because I don't like to talk on the phone, I don't want people calling me to try to cold call me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
finding a mentor that fits your style
Yep.
is very, very important. And just because you're in real estate doesn't mean like you can just continuously do transactions. You also have to network with people. That includes agents. And a lot of people are like, well, why would I want to network with my competitors?
Yeah.
Stop looking at them like they're your competitors.
Right.
They're not. They're not you.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to hire them for a completely different reason than they're going to hire you.
Right.
And those relationships, like
Yep.
going back to women's council, the relationships that I've built with those agents, you don't think that they helped in securing offers?
Yeah. That's
I'm
what
sure that they probably did.
That's what I tell people that do FSBOs, because I'll talk with them and they're like, well, I can sell it myself. I'm like, well, you don't get it. So when you hire an agent, you're tapping into their network of all the other agents that have qualified buyers that want to bring you an offer.
Yeah.
So that's really, in my opinion, other than
biggest value.
experience, it's a tremendous resource that a lot of FSBO people they don't really recognize, because they think they see you as an agent and they think that your value stops here, but they don't see the mountains of agents behind you that want to bring you deals
Absolutely.
and work on it, and qualified buyers. So
Or even, in addition to that, how about your bank of buyers that you're working with?
right.
Or, it's like they are definitely missing an opportunity.
They miss it. They don't get. I don't blame them. They just don't understand. But Nikki, thank you so much for your time today. How do people get in touch with you if they want to do business with you?
Please text.
Yeah, text. You
Please
gotta
text. Okay, so 419-290-4099, or I'm on all socials, so you can hit me up there at Nikki Wolfe Realtor.
She's everywhere. So.
That's kind of the point.
Thanks, Nikki.
Thank you, David.